everybody, I just wanted to share some of idea of this envelopes. You can do one as a template, which that's what I'm going to show you to do, and then you can do any, you know, any size you want. So you just take the double safe tape here, you put it in your journal wherever you want, and you have this nice, you know, pocket. So that's what we're going to do today. If you want to do a template, you make a template. Sorry, you take a thicker paper, but for the video, I'm just going to take this scrap paper that I have, and I'm going to let you know how the measurements of this, and actually you can vary the measurements, and you can do it smaller, bigger. But the idea is to have to make a template, so you can just, you know, put it in your page, trace it down, and have any pocket you want. So today we're going to make this one, which is 6.5 from here to here. It's 6.5 inches, and each of the flaps, where are 3 flaps, this, and this, is 1 inch each. And you see this little I don't know how you call it, this little U that I make here. You can do whatever you want, but I did 4.5 from here, and then in the middle I just did like 3 3/4 inch. But you can do any measurement you want. Okay, so remember, this is just free measurement, free everything. It's just that if you want exactly this one, I will show you how I made it. Okay, so we're gonna trace, and I'm gonna write down here the measurements, or maybe here, and yeah, let's have fun. Let's make this little pockets. So the first measurement you want to do is the 6.5 across, and then 4.5 here and 4.5 here, and from there we're gonna do 1 inch in each side. Okay, so I'm gonna time lapse here for that. Okay, so can you see, here is like a U, here is 6.5, here is 4.5 each, and then what you're gonna measure is 1 inch to this side, 1 inch to this side, and 1 inch to this side, which is going to be the flaps. Okay, so what we did right now, this U is just this part. So let's just measure that, and then I'm going to teach you how I measure, so I can do this, you know, nice and neat. Okay, so this is what you have at the end. From here to here you have 6.5 inches. Then from here to here you have 4.5. The same from here to here, 4.5. And the flips are going to be 1 inch to one side, 1 inch, and 1 inch. So if you can see, I traced the line completely because for me it's easier to trace you know, the lines, the inside lines, like this inside lines is easier when I have this square here. So yeah, so this is what you're going to do. Whenever you have already your template, you can do this smaller, and you can play with the measurements, but at least you have a base on how to make these envelopes. Okay, so another thing that I do to make the inside, like this round part, I just trace a line from the 4.5 measurement. I trace a line all across because we're gonna cut that. Yeah, so you measure from your 6.5 line, and you measure 3, and I did it 3 3/4, so I can have an idea where I'm going to do the you know, the little oh wow, how you call it, this So what I do is that I just trace it a little bit by hand. And again, don't get stressed about it. Just trace it as much as you can. So I'm gonna do like maybe half an inch from here, and I'm just gonna go with a trace. Okay. Again, don't stress too much about it, and just go with a trace. I'm sorry, Poochie is my cat. You hear him? Yep, maybe he heard another cat or something. Poochie, what is it? So see, so this is what you're gonna cut. Okay, so I trace it down so you can better see, because sometimes with so many lines you get confused. I mean, I know I get confused. So this is what you're gonna work with. So now what we're gonna do is the flaps, the diagonal. So what I do is that I just take half an inch. Okay, and oh, where's my pen? Okay, here it is. Half an inch, and what I do, let's start with the top. And what I do is that here, let me just tell you. Okay, so here I grab half an inch from the top. Okay, from here I count half an inch, and what I do is that I make a little mark here. So that little mark, let me show you. This little mark is going to give me where I'm going to trace the line. Okay, so I take my ruler and I put my pen there, and there we go. So this is the first flap. This is this. Okay, you get half an inch, you just put a little dot there, you put your pen or whatever you're tracing with in the dot, and you go to your corner. See that? So this is what we are going to use now. The same thing you're going to do back here. I'm going to show you very quick. So from here you go inside. So inside is going to be half an inch. I mean, you can make it deeper if you want. So from here you're going to do half an inch here. The same thing, you put your pen and you trace your line. See that? And the last one, I mean, we still have to do this corner, but I'm going to time lapse it for that. But this one is in the inside. So from this line that you have here, you're going to measure half an inch. Okay, and put your pen there, and then trace your line to the corner of your pocket. So put your pen, you trace. Difficult to see it through the camera. So you trace, and here we go. Okay, so now just for you to have a visual, this is what we're going to work with, and that's what we're going to trace, or we're going to cut, sorry, not trace, cut. So this and this, and of course we have to make the other corner, but like this you can have a visual now. We have to make this corner. You have a visual now that what are we working with. Okay, I'm gonna make this very quick, and let's continue. Okay, so here we have your template. So now what you have to do is just cut all this area here. Okay, the outside of the area. And then we're going to score this line, because this is the fold, so we are not going to cut it. This is going to be scored, scored, and scored, and there you have your template. So I'm going to time lapse you for this. Okay, I apologize, I didn't realize that I was not filming. So anyway, you cut your borders, and this is what you have. And now what we're going to do is that we go score this lines, which is 1, 2, and 3, which is this flips. Okay, so let's just, I use this tool. I got it from Dollar Tree. If you have a fancy one, you can use it, but or if you have nothing, you can just use a ruler, or you can use something that, you know, even a scissor that it just trace or score your, I think the word is score your paper. So yeah, so sometimes that happened. I thought I was filming and I was not, so I apologize. Okay, so our last score, and there we have it. And why we do that? Because it's easier for us to see that. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's easier for us to fold. So then you fold all your flaps. This is so nice to do. I mean, I'm so happy because sometimes I make pockets, but I want the depth of this. All right, so here you go. So this you can use as a template, but I'm going to show you how to, well, or maybe it's self-explanatory. You just have to add some duct tape. This is the duct tape that I use. This is very good duct tape, but it's double-sided tape, sorry. It's from Dollar Tree. And what I do is that I just put one, or maybe if you want to reinforce, you can put 2 strips on each of them. And there you have it. So this one, you can use it as a template. So you open it, you trace in your paper, and then you know that this is 1 inch each. And that's it. That's it. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you like it. And let me know if I went too fast or something. I know that I have to be fast for this type of video, so I hope you enjoy it. And here it is, the measurements, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye, and see you in the next video.